Hi everybody, Bob with Knivestown here. Today we're going to do a review on a CRKT knife. It is the CRKT M21. That is a Special Forces M21. This particular model is serrated. CRKT positions this series of knives as being for the professional, for military, for law enforcement, that kind of thing. The knife ships with, there's a spare pocket clip with a tool and some screws, the knife, and some literature. Here's some information about the auto lock system. We'll talk about that. This knife has that. It's basically a safety on the liner lock. Some information and just a little bit of a warning actually about the 4-position clip carry here, and we'll talk about that. And then the CRKT knife catalog. They've got lots of knives available to choose from, all good quality knives. CRKT is a great company. Okay, getting to the knife here. There it is. That is the M21 with, as you can see there, the full hilt on a folding knife, which is not common. It opens very easily. It opens like a dream. Opens in a flash. Real smooth, real easy. That is a good, smooth opening knife. And those flippers are nice and wide and long. They really allow you to build up the inertia when you're opening that blade. It's a sort of a big, heavy blade, and it really gets some momentum behind it as it's opening, so it opens easy. Technical specs: blade is 3.8 inches long, and that is AUS 8 steel. It's a 58 Rockwell hardness, and it has been coated with the black titanium nitride coating for protection. The whole knife has got the matte black finish on it, but the blade does receive the titanium nitride coating. Thickness of that blade is 3.5 millimeters, and the handle is 5.3 inches. So the knife is 5.3 inches closed, and that is a T6 aluminum handle. Nice, good quality handle. The overall length is 9.25 inches, and the weight is 5.7 ounces. So you've got some heft there. You've got some heft there behind you when you're working with this knife. It is an open frame knife, open frame design. And on top of that, the handle has been skeletonized, to further reduce weight and further give anything that's in there an opportunity to get out without gumming up the works at the pivot here. Again, I just have to mention again that double hilt. You don't see that very often, and it does give you a real good degree of safety when you're working with this knife. There's no way that your hand is going to ever get down onto that blade. Speaking of the blade, this blade, in my opinion, this blade incorporates 3 of the best things you want in a tactical knife, and it's one of the reasons why I did choose this on the website as one of my tactical knife picks. It's got the straight ahead piercing point with that spear point blade, so you're very good on piercing, on penetration. All right, it's good in that department. It's got a very good ripping ability there with those serrations, and then it's got a power recurve. It does have a recurve here, so you've got the penetrating power, you've got ripping here when you need it, and then you've got that recurve to power cut it through the material that you're working with. That's the trifecta. I like that. Those are 3 excellent qualities in a tactical, and this has got them all. The auto lock if you're not familiar with that, what it is it's a spring-loaded safety. There it is right there. And what that does is that's moving a piece of steel up against the liner. And if I can get a shot of that for you, can you see it in there? It's right there. I'll see if I can. There, do you see it moving in there? Well, what it does is when the knife blade opens, what happens is a piece of metal moves against the liner lock and locks there against it. So I can't release that liner lock even if I want. It's locked. I have to first move this switch to the rear position, and then I can undo the liner lock and close the knife. So it's a two-step process, but it's not difficult to do. You just do that with your finger and then move it over with your thumb like normal, and close it. It's quite easy, and it is an extra degree of safety for those who complain about the liner lock just philosophically as a design function, that they don't like the liner lock because it can slip and the blade can fail. Well, not so on this knife. That liner lock is not going to slip. It's got a piece of metal keeping it from moving. In addition to that, they've made their liner lock right. When you've probably noticed in some of your knives that there's sort of a stickiness there on the liner lock, that that liner lock sort of sticks to the bottom of the blade. That's galling. When they do that on purpose, and it's done right when they make the steel of the liner lock from a different kind of steel than the blade steel, and those two different steels mating up there does produce that galling or that stickiness, and that's what that's done on purpose to further enhance and prevent the liner lock from slipping off the bottom of the blade there and the knife, the lock failing. In this case, we've not only got the auto lock, but it's also been made that way too. You can hear almost. There, did you hear that? There is a good stickiness in there. Anyway, it's been made right. Quality is what you'll get from CRKT. It's got a 4-position clip on it. The clip can be worn, right side, left side, tip up or tip down carry. The only caution that CRKT does give with that, and that's in this little pamphlet here that I was mentioning, is that if you are going to carry it tip up, be careful when drawing it from the pants pocket, because with that double hilt there, you're liable to open that as you're pulling it. Like a wave feature, like an Emerson wave feature that automatically opens. So that's something to be careful of. If you're going to wear it tip down, which is the way the clip comes, then there's really no danger there. It can be drawn easily. In the tip down position, it's you've got the whole pivot sticking above your pocket. In the tip up position, it goes again. The clip will go onto those 3 screws, and it will be more of a low rider. It's a nicely done knife. Does have thumb studs if you want to open it that way. Although I think it's easier with the flipper. Anyway, that's an excellent knife. Very well designed, very well thought out, high quality. It's a good one. Thanks a lot. See you again.